Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another comedy and drama night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Dracula, Dead and Loving It, released in 1995. Dracula, Dead and Loving It stars Leslie Nielsen, Mel Brooks, Peter MacNicol, Steven Weber, Amy Yasbeck, Lysette Anthony, Harvey Korman, and Anne Bancroft. Dracula, Dead and Loving It was directed by Mel Brooks. Now this one was written by Mel Brooks, Rudy DeLuca, and Steve Haberman. This film, I think Mel Brooks had some really fun ideas to go into this film. The Count Dracula characters, elements where they're spoofing Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. Those moments with the Shadow not cooperating with Leslie Nielsen, those moments were pretty good.
Hey, stop! What?
But the problem with the writing on this one is they don't know when to quit on a gag and just let it go. It should be, big sight gag, big funny moment, and then move on. Mel Brooks does not move on a lot of these. He just keeps kicking the dead horse until you're like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Just stop already.
No! There's that crime understand.
And unfortunately, that is the trend with Mel Brooks on a lot of his movies. He just, with the exception of a few, which are pretty much perfect, in my opinion, some of his films are hit and miss with that kind of elements. They're not as well written as others. There's a moment in there where they are spoofing the opera scene from the 1931 film with Bela Lugosi, in which Dracula arrives there, hypnotizes the worker there at the front that's taking the coats, and commands her to go to Dr. Seward to say that he has a phone call, just so that he can introduce himself to Dr. Seward and get an introduction to Mina and Lucy. They do that here.
And you will remember nothing of what I tell you.
That was funny the first time. But then they go overboard with it.
I am Count.
Dr. Seward, there is a message for you in the lobby.
Cast in this are Leslie Nielsen is sadly miscast as Count Dracula. Just hearing him trying to do this fake ass Romanian accent and everything is just goofy.
What is going on here? You think this makes me proud of you?
And I get that it's a comedy, but at least get an actor who can do a real British accent. Or hey, here's a thing. Go get a real British actor that is funny to play the role. Hell, Rowan Atkinson could have done a great job as freaking Count Dracula in this. As much as I love Leslie Nielsen, I think he was very badly miscast in this. Mel Brooks, like I said in the writing, I mean, certain moments in this, he's pretty good and pretty funny as, you know, Professor Van Helsing in here.
This is where we begin to separate our future physicians from those who just want to play doctor.
But those gags that just go too far hurt his performance in this.
Oh, Professor! 10 out of 10!
Yeah, I still got it.
Peter MacNicol plays Renfield in this, and oh, God. I've never been a big fan of Peter MacNicol. I think I've only liked him in one film so far. I didn't like him in Ghostbusters 2, and I did not like him as Renfield in this film. This is horrible.
Sorry, I was detained. Embarrassing, really. I thought I... But no. No. It's attached on all sides.
Are you all right?
Yes, that's the paper card. Oh, the hanky here somewhere. Let's see, where are we?
Stephen Weber plays Jonathan Harker in this. And I'll give him credit. The Stephen Weber's probably better casting as Jonathan Harker than what Keanu Reeves was in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Are you asking us to believe that some creature just flew in through that window, bit Lucy on the neck, and drank of her blood?
But again, he is let down by the script, of course. Amy Yasbeck is gorgeous as Mina Seward. And again, she gets this really, what could have been a fun little sight gag and then move on and let's continue forward. When she is already supposedly under Count Dracula's control and everything. And he has also placed the maid under his control as well. So he ends up summoning Mina, and her and the maid get up and try and walk to him by the door, and they collide. Funny! Okay, let it go. But no. They go with the whole, no, you get up and do this, you get up and do this, and it becomes grating. That scene does, instead of what it was intended to be. Harvey Korman could have been a great Dr. Seward in here. He could have been funny in this. But again, much like everything in this script, it's just overly done.
Oh, there your mouth, it's wriggling about.
It's wriggling.
I'm not ridiculous at all. It's wriggling all over the place. Poor thing is fighting for its life.
The film was released and cost $30 million to make. I don't know what the hell they were spending all that money on, but they spent $30 million on this movie and it flopped badly at the box office. It only made $10.7 million at the box office, so big loss there. And that's not even counting advertising for the film. But yeah, this is not how you do a spoof of a vampire film. So my final review of Dracula, Dead and Loving It from 1995. I am going to give this film a 4.3 out of 10. Could have been a really fun film had they just went with some of the gags they had in and just let it go. Let it, after the laugh, let it go. But they didn't know how to do that. So, what do you guys think of this film? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know. in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this review, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. Well, that's the end of another Comedy and Drama Night. If you missed last week's Comedy and Drama Night, check out the link above. Or if you missed any of the videos during Comedy and Drama Night, check out this playlist and get caught up on anything you've missed.